This video is of my dad's first drag and drive event, SickWeek2022, which he raced with my grandfather in his 2011 Camaro SS, which I called Bumblebee. Registration for the event sold out in 3 minutes, and initially my dad was 5 minutes too slow, so he got on the wait list. On January 21st, he got an email inviting him to register, and he did. My dad had never raced the car or raced anywhere but Gainesville Raceway, but he headed down to my grandparents after work the Friday before the event. This video covers their race prep and the first 3 days of the event. I hope you enjoy it. Thanks for watching.
It's currently 5:47 on Friday, February 4th, 2022. I'm rolling through the backwoods of Georgia on my way down to Keystone Heights, down to meet my dad to race SickWeek with him in his 2011 Camaro SS. I got my fire jacket, I got my helmet, an assortment of tools, and then back in the back I got some slicks and some front runners to throw on it. Looking forward to seeing what it'll do. We're hoping to get down in the 12s with it, nothing too crazy, but just looking to have a good time, have a lot of fun, hang out with my old buddy Kevin Smith from KSR Fabrication, and go fast. So we'll talk to you later. So I made it down to Florida without any problems. Saturday morning, my dad and I got up and we put the tires and wheels on the car, got the car loaded up on the trailer, and headed out to Gainesville Raceway for their regular Saturday night drag racing, just to make a couple test runs and to see what the car would do. This was my first time racing in about 20 years, and my first time racing this particular car. So it was a little bit of a learning experience, and the following videos are from that Saturday night race. Loaded up, getting ready to make my first run in the 2011 Camaro SS. We'll see what it does. Well, we got one good run so far. There was one test run and then eliminations. The test run, I didn't have the line lock pushed all the way and I eased through the beams and red lighted. I wasn't able to get a time. But first round of eliminations, I ended up dialing 13.0, went 13.02. So I ended up winning the first round. So we get to go for round 2 now. Unfortunately, we were not able to make the second round of eliminations because the event was rained out. I was very surprised. I made it through the first round of eliminations, and the 13:02 that I ran is the quickest run in the car to date. So with that, we went home and got some sleep and got packed up the next morning and made the 2-hour drive to Bradenton to start SickWeek. We had to sit through about 3 hours in the tech line, which was no fun. But we did get to hang out with some cool people and see some cool cars. Made a test run on Sunday and then went to the party at the Freedom Factory and got ready for Monday to kick off SickWeek. This is my first pass of SickWeek and my only pass on day 1 at Bradenton. The driver of the El Camino is actually the owner of the Why Not Camaro's daughter. And the motor in the El Camino is the original LSA motor out of the Why Not Camaro.
Up next, Andrea Mueller, 68 El Camino going down the left-hand side. Car number 1320. That is Jason Stanford, the 2011 model Camaro. 1123-119 for the El Camino, 1313-107 for the Camaro driver.
As you saw, I ended up running a 13.139. I was hoping to go a little quicker because I figured Bradenton was going to be the fastest track, which ended up not being the case, and it ended up being okay. So we took our 13.139, we packed up all our things, and I am here to tell you, you can put a whole lot of stuff in the back seat and trunk of a 2011 Camaro SS. We had our jack, we had our jack stands, we had a pop-up tent, impact gun, an assortment of tools, 2 folding chairs, all our clothes for the week, and the rear drag radials to put on the car to race. All stuffed in the back seat and trunk of this 2011 Camaro. And I am here to tell you, it was stuffed. From there, we made our way to the first checkpoint, which was a cool-looking train in a nice park. And then we had to make our way to Old Town in Kissimmee, which is a really cool place. That evening, we ate dinner at a steak restaurant with my friend Kevin from KSR Performance and Fabrication and Will Stevenson. Had a nice dinner with them and spent the night in Orlando. The next day, we had to make our way to the Orlando Speed World Raceway, and that day's race was rained out, but we still had to stop at the racetrack and take a picture. It was a checkpoint. From there, we made our way to the east coast of Florida up to Daytona Beach. We also had to take a picture at the beach. We did that, hit that checkpoint, and then we made our way to the Hoot Owl Ice Cream Restaurant in Palatka, Florida. From there, we went to my parents' house in Keystone Heights, which is about 30 minutes away, and we spent the night there. From there, we got up Wednesday morning and went to my home track, Gainesville Raceway, where we were able to make several passes, and I made my quickest run of the event. And I was also able to talk to several other competitors in the DYO class and learned that I was probably in the top 5 in our class at this point of the event.
So if you're a 10:52, all of a sudden you got to make your stuff run 10:24, and that's not like a little bit of a jump.
Yeah, so either slow it down or speed it up. It doesn't matter what the first number is. It could be a 9, a 10, an 11. So you just got to know your car. You got to know how much you can knock off. Speaking of knocking off, yeah, look at it, baby. That truck's just going to just stretch that lead. We're talking donkey stomping that Camaro. Top end says 985. He
Too
can't
fast,
turn it in.
baby.
Now, wah, wah, wah.
But 123.5 miles an hour, and that's like...
Here's my car in the staging lanes next to some other famous cars that you probably recognize.
Yep, 875, 152 for the big A body. 1039, 128 for the caddy. Now this El Camino coming up over here on the right-hand side, Chad, this looks like kind of just your style, man. I think I didn't see that rolling. Nice little paint match on the rally wheels, little small caps and everything.
Oh yeah, I like it. Jacob's truck, it's cool. I grew up with a 65 El Camino in the family.
Jacob Davis is trying to stay with him. They head towards the top end of Gainesville's concrete quarter mile.
32,001 miles.
Obviously, we're doing our final session right now. If you've already made a pass, if you're ready to go.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Woo! 13.11.
My dad was very happy with that 13.112 run. which was his best time of the week and gave him a time differential of 0.027. So they loaded up and went to my grandparents to spend the night. Stay tuned for the next video, which will cover the final 2 days of Sick Week 2022. Thanks again for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.